Hello, my name's Cam Scott. I'm one of the writers on Star Wars The High Republic, and I'm on Team Nerd Herd here. And if you want to do it right, collect what you like.
What's up, compadres, and welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. But let's get this show rolling, and let's get do a little roll call. Let's start off with over here with Brokesla. What's up? How you doing today, JR?
Could be doing better if the Raiders wouldn't fuck up as usual. But I guess the cat's out of the bag with Kevin too. But I'm Rogue's Law, JR. You're run-of-the-mill asshole, Marvel fan, Star Wars fan. Other than that, nothing else is going on. I'm gonna flip to the other side and go over to Fire Cell Comics, our Bronze Ninja. How are you doing, sir?
What up, man? This is Nico here, Fire Cell Comics, Bronze Ninja, the collector of all things bronze. Well, only Marvel bronze, but I'm here, man. It's been a good day. We've had an eventful one. I've been seeing your guys' faces all day, so let's get this thing rolling.
Even
I'm gonna pass it to Alonzo.
Thanks a lot, Nick. Hopefully you don't get too tired of this, man. I mean,
never.
Hey, what about the intros, guys? I mean, my God, Kevin Scott. Holy crap! So we got surprises for you guys. Alonzo, aka Comics and Pops, your comic book nerd as well as pop culture fanatic, and over to you. Whoa, Steve.
Yep, I knew his mic was off.
Dancing all in the background.
Man, we need to make it like a soundboard to have something that goes off and that happens.
Here we go. What's going on, Team Nerd Herd Podcast? It's your boy Steve, aka Hip Hop Sydney, and I'm your mime, your 1/12 scale collector, comic book lover, and chaser of all things nostalgic. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to famous Rob, Big Rob. What's going on?
What up? Big Rob, Rob's Nerd Haven on Instagram. And it's been a long day. So let's move it on to who did I miss? Comics and Pop? Or Ian?
He is not drinking alcohol in there. Don't worry about
They
that.
don't call him famous Rob for nothing.
He's tired, Rob, is what he is right now.
Long day at work.
And what's up, guys? This is Hood Rat Comics. You can catch me over on Instagram on there. And we got plenty of news, man. We had Kevin Scott on this morning. We're going to air that for you all, y'all, man, on Christmas Eve. And we also had one of our fellow compadres here on the show do an interview with our homie Jay over at No Goods Comics. So I'm going to put Jay's link up right here. You guys sub him up and check out that interview, man. How was it over there, JR, with Jay?
It was cool. It's Jay's a good guy. We got a lot in common. And there's a couple little surprises in there. We're talking about maybe I might check out his other show. He's got a X-Men show that I'm going to check out on Tuesday nights. And who knows, I might pop up in there sometime next year. We'll see.
We'll see, man. So I'm going to give a shout out to the live chat right here, man. What's up to our homie Sith Lordly? What's up, my man? I'm going to say what's up with the Copy 801. Oh, and we got Joey Does Comics, man. The teen prince of comic YouTube, bro. What's going on, man? You got the dope show over there with the Power Pack. And we have, let me see, we got Jay. Jay's in the house, man. What's up, No Good Comics? We got Rudy. Rudy, as always, man, one of our favorite live chat homies. And I think DZ. What's up, DZ? How you doing, bro? And let me see here.
I got a shout out right here to my brother Jesus Chewy. What's going
up,
down,
Chewy?
brother?
What's up, man? What's up? But let's get this show started, man, because we got plenty of stuff to talk about, man. All right, you see here. All right, guys. And I'm gonna ask Steve, man, to head it off, bro. What's your pick for this week?
My pick for this week is Mad Cave Studios' Stargazer. I started right off the gate with this book. It's a creative team of writer Anthony Cleveland and artist Antonio Fuso. I'm digging this story, man. It's about some kids that are, heading out to the wilderness, and they're just chilling. And what comes to happen is they switch the wrong backpacks, and they're touching these sheets, and it's LSD, supposedly, right? LSD. So these kids are all jacked up, but one of the kids' brothers named Kenny, he's much of a stargazer, and they climb up to this water tower. And he goes reaching for these bulbs, these shiny bulbs like aliens do, and he just straight falls right down that bitch. Busts his leg, just the worst shit happens. But in this story, man, this story is written pretty good, man. It's leaving me wanting more. I've already read issues 1 through 3, and they kind of leave you little pockets of certain things, and it's pretty good, man. This creative team, I definitely like Mad Cave Studios. This is probably the first title I've gotten into. I've also kind of ordered Pantomime, but I'm on the independent train, man. I love this book. I think this is pretty much either a series or a show. I could see it being picked up. Leaves you on the edge of your seat every issue, so it leaves you kind of what's going to happen this next issue. So I'm already purchased, but that's it for my pick of the week as far as.
You have the affinity of picking the ones, man, where people are just getting stoked and tote, bro.
Tote for sure, man. I mean, I'm sure there's people in the corners like just laced and like, I want to take my mind to planet Earth or somewhere and just freaking jump on this book, man. For real. I'm telling you. Wear your tin hat. Wear your tin hat too. También.
And you got this cover of the week, right?
Oh yeah, man. This is We Find Them Where They're Dead. This is Mr. Shitty's cover. This is Shitty. Dude, this cover is sick, man. I love this art scheme right here, man. And if it's a virgin, I'm down, eh?
Simon.
Orale.
Looks like a great cover, man. But thanks, Steve. And let's move on to Nick. And Nick got some good advice for you guys. What you got, Nick?
Yeah, we're gonna go back with a back issue pick this week. I'm gonna pick Invincible Iron Man #9, the second print. Guys, they just announced the Ironheart show. I know they announced a non-known actress, but this is still going from somewhere around $20 to $50. This is one of the last young Avenger style characters that you can get relatively affordable. And I mean, I've been sitting here the last minute or two trying to find the print run. I don't know what it is. I'm going to assume the second print is maybe not as populous as the first print. If it is, great. If it isn't, whatever, pick it up. $50 is pretty solid. And you could tell it's the second print from the blue cover, the blue title, and Riwi's face.
You got some recent and you got some recent eBay sales right here, man. So the price is actually going up, man. This price, I mean, I was a watcher of this book way back before I got a few, and they were like a $20 or $25 book, man. Now look, it's creeping. It's creeping, man. It's creeping.
Yeah, but I mean, think about like what Miss Marvel first appearances are going for right now, or like I don't know, Miles Morales is going for right now. This could be the new Iron Man, guys. Like, the new representation of, the armor wearer in the MCU, besides Rhodey. I mean, Don Cheadle's not going to do this forever. I wouldn't be surprised if Armor Wars retires Don Cheadle.
Yeah. I bet she'll be a big part of Armor Wars.
Absolutely. So, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head here, guys, forward thinking. You can get Ian just put up a 9.8 for $300 right now, or $250. That is pretty good.
It's $399, bro. $399, $300. Jeez, that 475 probably went for like, I don't know, 300 at least. Crazy, man.
You know, I don't know what the print run is comparison to the Miss Marvel second print, you know, but second prints are a pretty good bet at this point, guys. I mean, they keep going up, and it's usually they go up later. You know, they go up after people catch on. You know, it's like, oh crap, you know, the key collector will populate like, oh, there's only 14,000 in existence or something like that, and then it'll go up to the moon. So just Nerd Herd crew, pick this up, guys.
Plus, just also to kind of add to that, like, this is, if you think about it, Riri's first cover appearance too, because again, she's in that cover right there in that little circle, and so it's a second print with some value. So to Nick's point, I mean, seriously, you need to pick this book up before it goes nuclear.
Yeah,
it's going nuclear, man, because there was an announcement. We know there's an actress, but once people see that trailer, man, you got to get before the trailer, because once the trailer hits, it's over, man. You know, I mean, you're seeing what's going on with Kate Bishop. You know, like those books are getting out of hand, man. And a lot of them are just not even her first appearance. You know, it's just like first time she wears the suit. You know, yeah, her dog. You know, like get it now before a trailer hits, man. You know,
telling you guys, wait till they confirm Robert Downey Jr. for the Ironheart show. It's gonna happen. He's already said it'll happen. He said that he was down for it. Wait until they confirm Robert Downey Jr. for the show. Everyone will watch the show. Riri will get the boost that we all know that's coming. Guys, it's kind of a no-brainer at this point. If you got $50, you know, you're gonna buy Neo stock or Invincible Iron Man 9. You know,
both are gonna probably be worth something in like I would say a year, man. You know.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So again, this second print, first cover appearance. This print came before number 7. So.
Oh, did it actually chronologically? I didn't know that. I thought 7 had, because it also has her face, but it's the same face.
It does it, but it, like, to Sparks pointed out, it's the third print.
Yeah.
So the second print of Invincible Iron Man number 9 came out first. So it's like her first. Yep.
Let's cover right
Infamous there. I see Infamous Iron Man like everywhere. You know.
So
like,
now, if you guys can get this one too, I don't know if you guys, if Ian could zoom in on that. I got that for $4.99.
Nice.
They're in bins. They're in bins. Shops aren't onto this stuff yet, guys. This is another good to have, but it's not the first cover appearance. Alonzo is correct.
Yo, I got to get them dusty fingers, like digging in them crates. You got to dig in them boxes.
Yeah, you got to get the dusty fingertips. You know, you're in a good dig, man. When even JR said it, man. Like when you got them dusty fingers and they're all dusty, and you got to
pull the LeBron James. Just straight in with it, you know,
like looking like Ashley Larry.
Oh yeah, I'm fit to slap somebody's face right now. Just like, give me the baby powder.
But I'm with Sparks on this too, man. That Infamous Iron Man, I still see it in back bins when he shows up, bro, as an AI. You know, like they're not gonna let Robert Downey Jr. go, bro. You know, like come on, man. You know,
and he's gonna turn up for that payday. You know, hey, operate in front of your Zoom camera for a little while, and you know.
Yo, my man Rudy said he wants to be a cameo appearance on the show. He said, I can be the Spanish translation team for your show. Because Lord knows he probably listened to my Spanish and he's like, damn, I'm disappointed.
No, bro. I'm gonna get Rudy on the show, man, on our Mouthwash show for sure.
I'm down.
Like, for sure, man. But thanks there, man, and what can I say, man? Go find them Riri's, bro.
We're taking care of the nerd herd right now.
Reals, man. I mean, Nick's been on it, man. You know, Nick's been on Moon Knight. Nick was on Miles on UF4 like way earlier before it blew up. So get on this one. But on for me, man, and I'm picking Darth Vader number 8, man. You know, this book is I gotta give Greg Pak some cred, man. This whole Darth Vader run has been dope. You know, it's been one of the dopest Star Wars reads I read in a long time. And if you didn't read Darth Vader 7, man, you have what's this guy named Ochi of Bistoon? Ochi of Bistoon showed up, man. He actually showed up in 6 on the last page, like like a Wolverine, and then his first full appearance was in number 7, and he was. I mean, is it a spoiler if I spoil it, man? Because it's been like a month out, right?
No,
Spoil it.
Yeah. He whipped Vader. He was whipping on Vader's ass. You know, that's all he was doing. And
Ochi
Vader
was?
Ochi was, and then
Yeah.
Vader got lucky. He went into a cave. He went to a cave and he was able to block Ochi from going in, and he ran into this thing called the Eye of the Webbish bog. And I want to talk a little bit more, man. But before I talk a little bit more, like if you haven't, I would call your shop and try and get this one right here, the design 1 in 10. I was lucky enough to get Al Picknell from over there at the Spine Ticks. He was able to holler me out on this one, and I got it ordered. So I have it guaranteed. But I think Ochi's going to be I think he's actually going to stay in this series for a long time, because they could have killed his ass off, right here in Darth Vader 8, But I think he's going to stick around for a bit. And plus, on the last page of Darth Vader 7, you actually had the eye of the Webbish bog show up. So this is that character is particularly pretty important, I think, in Star Wars lore. And then you got this cover of Lando on Bespin. Who can't forget this, man? I mean, to me, this was the best Star Wars movie of them all. I mean, this is the one where it still makes the hair on my arm stand up. I love watching the last scene of Han Solo before he gets carbonated, saying "I know." Like that to me was like everything. I was like, man, and y'all know if you watch the show that characterized Han Solo for me, man. Like this guy is just,
that's a player for life. He's a player for life,
man.
A player for real.
I mean, look at Lando looking like Dolomite, a space Dolomite, basically.
I mean, if I was Han in that situation, man, I'd be shitting my pants, bro. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen, man? They're gonna fucking carbonate me. But no, you're just like, I know, Leia, So, go ahead.
I was gonna say, also too, Ian, and I'm sure you guys know this, but the concept art for Rise of Skywalker actually has that eye.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that right here.
Oh,
so go ahead. We're gonna talk about this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna give you a little history of the Eye of the Webbish bog. Right? He's like a spider-like thing that connects with this blind giant, right? And this whatever these two things are, we don't know really what they are. They were actually supposed to be like an oracle or a guide for this cult named the Sith of Wayfinders of Darth Vader. And that's kind of particularly like what Kylo Ren was in. He was like kind of in this cult of, wanting to find the way of the Sith within Vader. But in the movie of The Rise of the Skywalkers, this actually was filmed and they cut it. They actually cut this from the film. So I have a little couple things to back it up from Wikipedia right here. So you guys see it that this Eye of the Webbish blog actually was on planet Mustafar, which is the home planet of Vader. And Kylo Ren actually went out to search for it. And I have some concept art from this book called The Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker art preview. And they even talked about this thing, if you see where I circle, being part of The Mandalorian. We don't know if it's going to be part of The Mandalorian or not, but we got like, how many shows did Disney announce of Star Wars? Right? Like, fuck, man. Yeah. Like, there's like 10 movies, 10 shows, 10. and 10.
10 on 10.
This thing, whatever this thing is, I mean, we've only seen, one page of it in Vader 7, right? This thing is going to be part of like the series. If you think about Ahsoka, you think about the Rangers, you think about, you think about Mandalorian, all of these different things, all this whole new adventure we're going to go on with Disney. This is a particularly very important piece to that. And I've never seen, I don't think, even that the scene where Kylo meets up with this was, if anybody's ever seen this, but this thing is going to show up in, I mean, the way you kind of figured is like there's these concept arts right from that book I told you, the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and this was a big thing for J.J. Abrams, right? J.J. Abrams actually okayed this and they actually filmed it, and I think that this thing is going to be part of the upcoming shows. And I'm gonna turn it to the panel and to the homies. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think about the eye?
Well, they actually left one little scene from this whole little big scene they edited out. Was when Kylo is actually smashing through the woods with a bunch of dudes and he just sawing them down like on a red planet. That's the planet where that fucking creature was on, but they edited that whole other part. But they just showed that one little scene.
I mean, it's creepy looking, man, and I could see it. It reminds me that concept art you showed me reminds me of The Witcher. You know that giant spider he fights in The Witcher, like that from the trailer. So it seems like something that they would do. It just seems like something that it's a thing for TV. It could happen.
And to me, it's very Favreau, right? It's very Filoni, right? Like if you remember Clone Wars and you remember, Rebels. There's always that kind of Oracle character. I remember in Rebels, I think it was like the second to last season, Kanan ran into that kind of Oracle creature. I don't remember his name. I was trying to look it up, man, but you have to. That's a lot of watching, man. But but Filoni loves Oracle type characters, and that's why I think this character could be something. And and that Vader number 7, I'm gonna move my screen right here. This book is something to pick up, man. Like this book could be a super creeper, man. Like if that thing shows up, if the eye shows up in any of our shows, if Ochi shows up, that's a double banger, right? Like pause. Sorry guys, but that's a double banger, right? Like that's a straight up double banger, man. Like if you have like Ochi of Bistoon and you have the eye show up, like and I still see these in LCSs. I don't see them in my LCS, but I see like stacks of these in other LCSs. Yeah. And I'm thinking like, is this the book that I'm going to be like FOMO'd about? Like I should have grabbed like 4 or 5 more of these copies, like, because, I know we're up to it, but there's a lot of people getting pulled back into like comics because of what's going on in the shows and and all the announcements and, don't get caught behind, man, and don't have that FOMO, so. That's my take on it, man. That's my take on this Eye of the Webbish bog. And if it shows up, like y'all can come and give me a high five, man, because I hooked y'all up. But let's move on to Alonzo. What you got this week, Alonzo?
All right. So this next book has always been on my pull list. I love Black Cat. I love the fact that they're bringing back Jed McKay as the writer. And they're tying everything into the King of Black. And I picked these couple covers, one of them specifically for JR, the Scotty Young cover. And in this book, it's going to tie into King of Black with a heist. So this is just another heist book, just like it was in the first series. And this item that Black Cat's looking for has the power potentially to stop Null. So it's going to be a key book. And again, I'm just a fan of the writing and a fan of Black Cat. And then there's also some incentive covers. So we have the Sarah Pacelli cover that's on the next slide, as well as the Patrick Gleason one. And these ones are like super inexpensive right now, but I would definitely pick those up. I mean, they look amazing. Again, Sarah Pacelli is just awesome. And I know Patrick Gleason is coming into his own. As he's had that one amazing Spider-Man cover with Spider-Man and just all that web art on it.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing, dude.
You guys picked out that version today, huh? Some of you guys.
It hasn't even come out yet, has it?
If you want that version,
it has. It came out, man.
Available at Patrick Gleason's website.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing cover. I had to get it.
Who drew the Catwoman, the Black Cat one, with the gold?
That one's Sarah Pacelli.
She looks like she has buck teeth.
Oh, she looks pretty. I'm okay with that.
You got nice lips, bro. You got them big old full lips. You gotta love them full lips.
Alonzo, you're smart.
I got his ears too.
Yeah. She's blinging though, bro.
I like the art.
Blinging.
Like
blinging.
Neck down, she looks great. But her face.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with her face?
JR, don't lie. You'll take her.
I know.
Right,
There's nothing wrong with her.
I actually like the Spider-Man cover better.
We got Shallow Hallow.
Yeah,
that one's actually really cool.
Patrick Gleason could draw a Spider-Man real nicely, man.
Yep. And that's the one in 25, I believe. So it's a good get.
That cover just looks fun, man.
Sign me up,
coach. It's super fun.
Yep.
Yeah. But then you got this one too, right? You got some Momoko.
So I'm actually doing a cover of the week. I cannot believe it. So this is the Peach Momoko, and again, we're fans of her art. So we don't have Momoko here on this show, so we're definitely going to be pushing this one. It's the Stormbreakers variant. And
One per
it,
store.
yep.
Damn.
One
And
per
it-
store.
I gotta
Yeah.
I gotta email
Crazy.
my LCS.
And
How
this,
much is that?
I know,
like the
man.
vision of this.
This one looks real dope, man.
Yeah, Hellcat looks awesome.
She looks like she's on the prowl.
It's like $60, I bet you probably.
I know, probably.
Yeah.
Man.
Probably.
That's some Baller Steve stuff right there. Baller Steve and Baller Alonzo, man.
Hey, you never want to have Momoko there, so you know, I
And that's
I had
for
to get
Iron
it.
Man. Iron Man 4, right? It's the book that it's for.
That is correct, sir.
I'm down.
Iron Man 4.
Yes.
What?
Patsy,
How does that work?
Okay, shut up and let me finish, and I'll tell
All right,
you.
go ahead.
Jesus
Patsy-
Christ.
Shit,
Patsy
man.
Walker is running around in the current Iron Man run with Tony Stark. That's why it works out, because Patsy Walker is Hellcat. So
That makes
she's
sense.
like his
I-
bodyguard or something, I think.
I haven't been reading that
You're
one.
telling me I should read my books? Okay. Good idea.
I should read books I
That might
don't
be a
buy.
thing.
Say
No,
what?
Why the fuck I didn't read the motherfucker?
No, Ian, you just need to be quiet for a second. I can tell you the answer.
Well, all right.
I know I'm an asshole.
Well,
I know.
I got to add some drama, man. So thanks, Alonzo, and
Yep.
fuck you, JR. Here you go.
I
You go,
love you
JR.
too.
Your turn, bro.
This is The Expanse. This is being written by the writer on this. Oh, what the fuck is her name? I'll get in a sec. It's basically there's a Amazon series that's called Expanse. It's amazing. I've been reading the books that are done by James A. Corey. This takes place between season 4 and season 5. I guess maybe they didn't want to film some stuff. It's going to be a 4-issue mini series. I enjoy this stuff. It's real sci-fi. It's actually kind of explains how you can fly and stuff, and it actually makes sense. But I think you guys should probably go out and get it. But it's one of those things, if you enjoy sci-fi, enjoy it. It's not going to make you money. It's not going to be anything amazing in that sense. It's being
Hate
put
it.
out by Boom. Yeah, I know, Nick. It's not that. But it's going to be a good read. It's going to be a fun read.
Very
So-
sci-fi channel.
Yeah. Well, it was originally on
Yeah,
Sci-Fi, and now it's on
sure.
Amazon. It's Karina Becco. She wrote Green Lantern, Earth 1, and the artist is Alejandro Aragon.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah. But there's a lot of cool covers that are out there, and it's Boom. It'll be fun. You got any more covers in there?
Yeah,
I believe that's
No,
it.
that's it. That's
Okay.
it, man.
Hand it off.
Then we're off on to
So-
Rob, I think.
Off to Rob, man. Go ahead, Rob.
All right, my turn. So I picked this week Tarna. Well, this is shockingly Heavy Metal is actually doing it on regular comic book, and it's Tarna #1, the last Tarkarian, and it's pretty much their flagship character on Heavy Metal, and they have been. This character is basically like a female version of Conan, but in space, and she rides a fucking pterodactyl. And she's just fighting all kinds of fucking wizards and gods and just chopping heads off and shit. So pretty
Damn.
dope fucking character. If you ever seen the old Heavy Metal animation from the early '80s,
Yeah.
she's the shit in that fucking movie. She's the high point of the film. So I don't know much more about the story. The synopsis on this is pretty much what I told you. I gave you the gist of it. And the writers are Stephanie Phillips, Patrick Zerker is the artist, and Christian Ward is the cover artist. There is actually one store exclusive, and that's I don't think I gave you the covers, but it's from Santa Santorum. And I could probably show you real quick on my phone. I don't know if they probably won't even see
I
it.
think it's Ryan.
Gonzalez.
Hold
Yes.
on. Let me get you there, Rob. You see
Is
it?
that one more? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's pretty dope, very colorful. And that's from Ryan Gonzalez, those set from San Santorum. They're probably still there. This is not like a big spec book, but if you love this science fiction, fantasy kind of book, and it's a classic character, Tarna. She actually has a Funko Pop. It's just one of them characters, always been in the background and but never been highly mentioned, hype or anything like that. But it's definitely, I think, a cool book, and I definitely want to get it. And I just love the cover, man. Very colorful.
I remember that Funko Pop, man. That was like what was that?
Toy
Toy Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toy Tokyo or something. Yeah. And then you got this one, right, Rob? Or you had that one.
Yeah, so this
Damn.
was definitely my cover of the week. Iron Man Legacy of the Beast, issue number 5, the 1 in 10. And obviously, this is a black box Nintendo homage variant, but it got canceled by Diamond, and that's
Wah,
really
wah, wah.
disappointing.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought
I had
that's
this
hard-
ordered too, bro.
heartbreaking.
I had this
Heartbreaking.
ordered, man.
Yeah, this is a nice
sick-
cover.
Sick, bro.
because if you know the history of Nintendo black box homage variants, when they drop, they disappear, and you'll see them on eBay for $400 later because they're very desirable. Because Nintendo collectors are just fucking nuts.
Oh,
Plus, this will bring in Iron Maiden collectors, but I don't know. And then their wisdom, it got fucking canceled. So
I bet it'll show up somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm
it
hoping
will.
it just shows up, and like it's just they announced it on Diamond, but it just suddenly shows up at the shop. So
Iron Maiden collectors are savage too, man. I have a homie. He's one of my surfer homies, and every Comic-Con, man, there's some Iron Maiden exclusive he wants me to run down. Like, like they don't play either, man. They're like Kiss fans, So
I agree.
You got video game heads like 8-bit collectors, man. I know my boy Chewy, man. That boy is deep in the streets. Like how we are with comics, he just picks up some video games on some like hustler type of shit, man. But this would have been right up his alley. I know he's probably watching this right now, being like, "Damn, I would have picked it up."
Yeah, I'm with JR, man. I mean, how can you let it go? That's a moneymaker, bro.
No,
you know.
I bet you anything this will be like a Comic-Con exclusive or something. Like somebody will put it out as a one-off for like 500 copies or something.
Yeah,
like
they had it been like bought out by somebody else for them to pull it back because somebody must have really loved that art and said we'll take it for our store or some shit like that.
Rudy, you so read my mind to Joey's comment, by the way, about him. What does he know about Maiden?
Joey kind of hard rock though, man. He's kind of a headbanger, bro. So I give him that. I give Joey some cred, bro. Let's move on to our Captain Obvious, man.
Yeah. So we have 2 Captain Obvious picks of the week. So this one right here is a girl walks home alone at night. And if you guys know, the first one blew up. And it's like one of the first times we talked about it in a previous show where the movie came out first and they decided to do a comic book of it. And it's already on its second print. And these covers look amazing.
Yeah, they're flying. They're done. They're like sold out everywhere.
Damn.
My question is, was the number one, was it all FOMO or was it actually a good read? Because I mean, I won't lie, I have one. I haven't had time to read it, but I want to. But I saw the movie, and the movie's fucking good,
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's what do you guys think? Is it a FOMO or was it a good read? Have you guys read it?
I'm gonna read it tonight.
I know, right?
I will be perfectly honest. Like my LCS sold out of it before I even walked into the door.
Really?
Damn.
So
Yeah.
I have not gotten a chance. So I have a little, and the second print gone.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky enough, man. The guy, not my LCS, not our LCS, Nick. So I don't want to put him out there. Another LCS that me and Nick know of. He had it up for like $15, and then it was up there for like 2 weeks. And I said, "Can I have it for like cover?" And he's like, "All right, have it for cover." So
Nice.
But I look forward to reading it. If you guys haven't watched this movie, man, it's really freaking good. It's just another take on a vampire movie, on the vampire genre, So and
I'll definitely have to check that out for sure, man.
Yep.
and then we have another one, right? We have
Yep.
Death Metal. What's up? What's up with Death Metal?
This is coming to an end, man.
It's the fucking end, right?
Finally.
Yeah, this is coming to an end, man. It's culminating. Like they got the villains jumping in right now. Freaking the Batman Who Laughs is throwing fisticuffs with Perpetua and shit like that. This is just some excellent writing, and my God, the storyline has been pretty good, dude. It took me a while to kind of jump into it after having 40 books plus sometimes, but today was the day to read it. So for sure, this is I caught up. So I'm fully caught up. I truly like this lead into what they're like, kind of like the story is leading into telling DC fans, like, yes, keep remembering what was, but give this new future state a chance. Is basically kind of part of the storyline, but basically telling the fan, hey, just keep in mind this is what's going to happen.
But we all thought this was going to go to this is going to be a start of a new, era for whatever the reboot. Did this have to do with the reboot for Future State, or just this like this is death metal and then Future State something else?
Yes,
this leads into Future State. Future State, I believe they're resetting the universe.
Yes.
And because this is something Disney or DC does all the time. Basically, they're going to do Future State just to, I guess, it's a palate cleanser. I don't know. And then we're going to get a whole new universe after Future State.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a way for DC to get 2 number ones in the first quarter and try to show that they actually are worth something.
To me, it sounds like a great opportunity to bail on DC, but whatever.
That's basically what it's going to be for me.
My thing is like it does. I mean, the big thing that came out of this was like, the King Robin. Does he have legs or not, or did we all just miss it, or did we all just waste our money?
It's the Batman who laughs, right? Like out of all this, even though he came before it.
So Robin King got some pretty good steam, dude. He's a villainous bastard, man. We whacked Alfred, freaking just a maniacal villain, dude. Diabolical, even.
I actually like that read, man. I like his that read of his origin. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
So I picked a couple FOC alerts, man. So we got this Future State Momoko right here. What you guys? I know Alonzo's gonna get it.
Oh, for sure.
You have
already
order?
pre-ordered for me.
It's dope, man. Like she does. Sometimes Peach kind of hits it out the park, man. And that's one right here. And another one I picked was this Afra Frizzen.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that, dude.
I love me a little too. Frizzen, man. I love Frizzen. We all love Frizzen on the show, right? Like, can we?
For sure.
Oh yeah,
right.
Guaranteed.
Fuck, man. I just can see her if it's Afra and the eyes that she'll give Afra.
It's a 1 in 25.
Oh yeah.
And you saw what the Bartel just did. It's a $200 book now. This is going to do the same shit.
For sure, dude. It's already if you look at Golden Apple, it's like $75, dude. I'm like,
I've been looking on eBay, man. I'm trying to buy one on eBay.
Yeah,
they're like $60, like so.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
definitely a really good cover, man. She knocked this one out the park. I was gonna say she bangs. She banged that one out.
Yeah, man.
Inappropriate.
I just hope, man. I just hope I hope I don't buy hard like some people did on Airbnb. So buying pretty hard. That motherfucker is only worth $90, and you buy that $150. So we'll see, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to a little Dr. Afra #7 from Frizzen. And then you got this Abbott 1973, and this is a Frizzen, a 1 in 25 for this book. And I think this book is fucking fire, man. I ordered one for sure. What do you guys think of it?
I'm on board, dude.
That's a sick cover.
The cover art looks phenomenal, but I have no idea about this book. I have not heard anything about it.
I put it in my cart this morning because I was picking up early. But I was reading the synopsis, and that's what got me to jump on. I just put it in my cart, so it's in there. I'm down, and I'm gonna buy it tonight.
I think this book, this Abbott 1973, this Frizzen 1 in 25, it has potential of being a FOMO book of the week in about a month. When it comes out, because this whole week for FOC isn't that great. I mean, the big ones are the Wonder Woman and this Dr. Afra, and then this one's kind of like on kind of coasting on the coattails a little way far back. So we'll see, man. I dig it, dude. I like the look of the 70s there. But if y'all want some more FOC, man, we only picked 3 books here. But if you want some FOC, you got to hit up Sparks right after us, man. I'm gonna put the link over here in the live chat. Just sub up Sparks. He's right after us, and he'll give you his rundown. And this is Sparks. That's Sparks' expertise, man. Is
what he
does, and he gives us some fucking education over here in the live chat when we're live, man. So check out Sparks, man. He got the shit. But I'm gonna turn this over to Alonzo, man, because we got some catching up with the herd to do. And I added a couple things here for you guys to talk about, but Alonzo did a lot of the heavy lifting, man. So what you got for us, Alonzo?
All right. So first, I know last week was crazy Disney with everything that kind of happened with Star Wars and Marvel. So I kind of wanted to talk about this because it was kind of overlooked because of those announcements. And it had to do with an African-American Batman, which we knew was going to happen. But the pick of Luke Fox the pick of Tim, versus Luke. So I kind of like wanted to know what you guys kind of feel about it, because this character that they're going to be using for Batman doesn't have any real ties to the Bat family. And he doesn't have very many panels. There's not a whole lot of detail or information about this particular character. So I'm kind of like, oh God, why are they doing this?
I'm not buying into it.
It's DC. I'm done.
No, no.
Yeah,
I don't know. We showed a panel of like what people are paying for this, right? You know, on eBay.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Wait, go ahead. Sorry, Steve.
No, I was gonna say, I'm pretty much if it's not the Tinian run, dude, I'm probably not jumping on. I think I'm invested just in the Wonder Woman cover, some of the Wonder Woman covers, and the storyline. I might just read it online and just see what it's about before I go diving in on purchasing any of those covers.
I will say though, if you're picking anything up from them, pick up the Batman Catwoman storyline, because that's bringing Mask of Phantasm back in.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
Tom King.
Yeah, but far as this is concerned, I mean it's cool. You're getting African American as Batman, but we're getting 4 issues of it, and then we don't know what's going to happen afterwards. To me, it just seems like they're going, "Hey, we're going to just go multicultural with everyone," and then
the detective issue with Future State is Bruce Wayne, and I was reading bits and pieces of it, and it looks like they're gonna meet up because they have the same enemy hunting them down. So we'll see what that looks like. But
yeah, and just so you guys know, Bruce Wayne isn't going anywhere. It's just a different take on the Batman character. But again, it just feels like it's coming out of left field.
Yeah, man, it's just DC trying to throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks, and then we're buying the shit, you know, like so. I
think it's fine, but like I'm not gonna buy it. I don't buy anything DC, but it's the first Black Batman, right? So, or like
no, it's not.
No.
Well, the closest we've had before was Batwing.
Yeah,
and then
I don't think we had a Black
and I'm sure
Batman.
there was like an African American Batman, like in the multiverse somewhere. I'm sure there's something.
Probably.
But my LCS owner, he said a bunch of the LCS has got a digital copy of this, and he read some. He said it's actually pretty good, But I mean, pretty good, and us trying to be the gauge for DC. That I'm not down to be a gauge, man.
Yeah.
I want you guys to commit. If I'm
Yeah, there's a lot of competition out there. Pretty good.
I'll pick it up in a year when it's a dime or $1 bin book.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing from DC Future State that I'm really looking at is Wonder Woman, the Yara Flores. That's it.
Me too. Yeah. Me too.
No, the X guy. What's it called?
Oh, that's right. Red X.
Yeah, Red X. That's the one I got too.
Yeah, from Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm. And then let's move on to something more cherry, man, than shit on the wall. Yeah. So let's move on to Rogue Squadron, bro.
So this is another one that we kind of missed last week when we were talking about everything else. Like, we didn't get to talk about Rogue Squadron, and I'm a little disappointed. I am a little disappointed we didn't talk about this. I mean, you have
the
Rogue
trailer
Squadron, and you have Patty Jenkins directing it.
Bro, it was pretty lame. The like walkthrough or whatever that happened. Like I don't know. I expected a trailer. I don't know, and it was like her talking, and then she gets on what looks like she's walking towards an X-wing, which is like, oh my god, but it's probably not an X-wing. It's not one that can fly.
It was aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
Yeah,
like use your imagination. Fuck it.
It's a long way out, so it's very hard, and it's hard to get excited about it. It's a long way out, and it's fighter pilots, which I've kind of like seen in other mediums. Top Gun. It's Star
Top Gun in
Wars. Top
space.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Top
Star
Gun
Yeah,
in
Wars.
space.
you can't hate on an X-wing either, bro.
I'm much more. Is this a movie or a show? Because I'm much more
It's gotta be a
excited about
movie.
Acolyte.
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
I,
Is that
I
a
agree.
show?
It's a movie. I agree with you, Nick. Alkalites is going to be awesome, but this is going to be cool. And this is I want to say they have a slot for 2022 is
See,
when
Stith
the
knows.
first movie coming out. This is going to be cool because we're going to get
Patty
Luke.
Jenkins. Patty Jenkins is a good director. I
yeah.
believe in her, man.
When is it set?
Didn't you do that Navy SEAL movie where they killed what's his name? Zero Dark, whatever. You know, that was a dope movie, man. Did you do that?
Was that her?
That was her,
No,
bro. Oh
I thought
no,
she did the bomb, the Jeremy Renner movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
that was a good movie too.
The bomb.
Didn't she
one.
win an Oscar for that one?
Yeah, she did.
I believe
Yeah.
so. She best director.
I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, I hate to assume, but I assumed it was the dude that did that before I knew it was her. I was like, oh shit, that was a good movie, you know. So it could be pretty good, man. She does great work on Wonder Woman, you know. So
Someone's microwave is going off. Anyways,
That can't be me, right?
I look at this as going to be entertaining because it's going to be something different. Yeah, because
Or is
had
it like the
dogfight-
second half of New Hope and the second half of Return of the Jedi,
Well,
all into one
But-
movie?
but
you know,
yeah, you're gonna get all your lightsaber stuff and the New Republic or High Republic stuff. We know that's gonna happen. We're gonna get all our Sith stuff and Alkalites. They're
what am
just
I
kinda
getting in
covering-
Rangers versus this?
Rangers is going to be your procedural show. I'm just saying, I'm glad they're doing something different. They're going out
I
there
like
and
Patty
doing,
Jenkins.
I like
doing
her.
something like that.
Spec book wise, first mentioned in Star Wars 39, and the first team appearance in Star Wars 40.
and then
Yeah.
and then also too, like you can't have Rogue Squadron without Wedge Antilles.
Mhm.
And he's in first appearances Star Wars number 5, I believe.
Yeah,
You think
And
they'll
then-
recast him?
They're gonna have to, and that's why like also too Sebastian Stan. I mean, if they really want to get to the nitty gritty, I mean, Luke Skywalker was the one that created this particular squadron.
Mhm.
So depending on the timeline, this
39.
could be this. Yeah, I mean, Luke could be in here.
it's right before Empire.
I know I know a lot of us feel like Sith, but they're gonna get our money anyway. We're gonna go watch it no matter what the
of
fuck.
course.
So
I don't think
whatever.
it's going to be BS
I'm down,
like
dude.
Last Jedi. I think people are going to be really surprised at how good this is.
I'm
I
thinking
mean, if you
Top
ever
Gun
went
is
back
safe.
and read, and if you ever went back and read any of the books about the Wraith Squadron and Rogue Squadron and Red Squadron and all the other ones, this is going to be some good stuff. Patty Jenkins is a good director.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get everything. I mean, even with the droids thing, that's a kid's show. I guarantee you that's going to be a kid's show. And they're just
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to cover
thinking
all the
that.
bases.
What do you think
Well,
of the
that's-
Alphabet Squadron showing up?
Alphabet Squadron could be down the road. Who knows? Depends on when
Yeah.
this takes place.
I'm always down for man. I mean, I'm always down for Top Gun in space, but I really, like I said in the last show, I really want the fucking real Top Gun 2 to show up on
Yeah.
something, man. You know, so
for sure.
and then we got this one, right? We didn't talk about this on Thursday.
Power Rangers,
of the New
yeah.
Republic.
Tell us what you think about this one, Nick. This is your favorite, right?
I mean, I was so excited about it when I thought it could be Jedi, but now that I'm finding out it's probably, ex-troopers, more people like Cardoon, which is fine, but with Bill Burr's character, things like
Yeah.
that.
Bill Burr.
I am not
Respect.
stoked.
I love Bill
guys.
Burr,
I
man.
am not
I love
excited.
Bill Burr, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Respect to him. He did a good job in that episode, dude.
That is
Last
fine,
episode,
but
man.
I am
Yeah.
okay with
Hater.
the A-Team in space not
No.
watching that.
What are you
You know,
talking about, Big Rob? I said he was dope.
Big
See,
Bird's
Nick,
Bill Burr's
Nick.
dope, bro.
Oh,
No,
The
I mean,
the A-Team on space.
I'm in a lot of ways. I'm
there.
the same with you, Nick. I will watch. I think it'll be a fun
Who's
show.
Baracus?
But
Man,
if
who's
it's
Baraka?
on,
I'm sure they'll get somebody.
Gina
Look, they'll
Carano
get
look like she is.
Cartoon, Bill Burr, and then they'll do like an alien guy and a droid guy, and
I
then
bet
this is
you-
your crew.
your droid guy is going to be the chick from Shield. That's on there now, or Agents of Shield.
Ming-Na
She'll
Wen?
probably, I bet she'll be the.
I could see that.
I mean, they already did the nod. I mean,
I don't want Agents of Shield in space. I don't want
I
that.
understand. And don't watch it.
I don't like. I want what Cavan was talking about earlier today. I want Jedi.
But the thing is,
I want purple.
I don't want Ms. Marvel, and I'm not going to watch
flying,
Ms. Marvel.
slashing each other.
But the thing about it is, like, if you have too much Jedi, it saturates the fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
if you do it just like the way Mandalorian is, like you give us just a little bit to want a little bit more. You know, that's how you do it, man. And you don't saturate with a bunch of fucking lightsabers dinging each other. Like just get a few, like Ahsoka. You know, sometimes we see the dark saber. You know, like that. That's
I'm just
dope.
wondering, like, how much. Like, I know the Star Wars world is huge, right? We have our Jedis, we have our Sith, we have our bounty hunters, we have, we have all these different areas. I just wonder if it's enough for, like, hey, I was a soldier, I'm an ex-soldier, and now I'm doing something kind of roguish.
I don't know if it's going to be all ex-soldiers. First off, but I look at it this way: long as Disney goes, every 8 weeks you're gonna have a different show, and it just keeps giving Star Wars year round. Every week I get one new episode of whatever. Mandalorian goes 8, then it goes Outclay 8, then Rangers 8. I'm fine. Just keep popping them out. Let me watch Star Wars year round.
Yeah,
and make it so I can make for a reason for me to buy Disney Plus for a year.
Somebody's gonna like it.
I'm gonna have Disney. I think I'll be having Disney Plus for life, bro. Just if they
sure.
can just continue to have back-to-back shows, because we're gonna get Vision right after this. So that's going. They're starting with the back-to-backs. So, and I think I talked about the Eye of the Web Bog. I think this is a good show for it to show up because these guys, like I said before, the guys, like the Rangers in Game of Thrones and shit, they just go where other people don't want to go to, and that's where you might find this eye, right?
What is
Mustafar?
But like, ask yourself, like, what happens in that situation with a bunch of non-force sensitive people? I just want force sensitive people. Like, they have to be, unless you are a cool bounty hunter, like it can not. But even then, they put a force sensitive baby in there, right? Like, you can't escape the force in Star Wars.
Keep it to the ground, man.
I don't know. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised because my expectations are so low.
When I have these, right, like these guys, where are we going to see these guys? When are they going to show up in one of these shows? Ahsoka?
Yeah, Sabine's going to be in Ahsoka for sure.
Sabine, Chopper, Ezra eventually.
How about Zeb, man? Zeb, I was thinking Zeb would be a fucking good character in Rangers. Like that's who he is, man. He's just like a badass dude, like not force sensitive at all, but just gnarly,
down to the honor, bro.
Yeah, man.
No force sensitive.
Well, also if you notice Ahsoka, the logo, it's a star map.
Yep.
I think if you look at it, it's a star map. It's going to be taken off from the end of Rebels, where she's going around trying to find Thrawn and Ezra. That's what it's going to be, and that's why they made the mention that she's looking for Thrawn, and why Filoni mentioned, "Hey, Rebels takes place a little farther past than you guys think."
People are already trying to read the chart and try to lay it over the Star Wars galaxy map.
They are.
Yeah.
They are, bro. Yeah, for sure. I want to see what I really want to see is I want to know what happened in that battle between her and Vader at the temple. How it ended.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
if they had that live and it was like that Christian.
Damn. Shit would hit the fan, bro.
Half his fucking mask is off, and you see Christian in there hating. Oh, dude,
awesome, dude.
Bro, I lose all my man juice, bro.
Release.
I would. Man, it's a long time coming, man. I think we are wondering, like, how did she end up in that little dimension of time and space? you know. But then we got this lady. What's up, man? Where's she gonna show up?
I thought she was dead.
God bless her soul.
She's technically dead. They did kill her in Dark Disciples.
Alkalites, maybe?
So from what I've found about Alkalites is taking place at the tail end of the High Republic. So I don't think she's going to be an Alkalite.
No. Yeah. that's too early.
Alkalites is going to be about Revan's Alkalites, I think.
I still
think
want her to
that's-
show up, though.
I think that's what I want her to show up too.
I want her to show
I
up.
hate the
bad,
fact
man.
they killed her.
Who got that Hasbro figure, man? You got it, Rob?
Yeah, I got it.
You ordered it, huh? I didn't. I fucking missed it, man. I'm pissed.
I'm thinking about ordering the mini bus of hers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy that shit on eBay. But then I'm gonna turn it back over to Alonzo, man. You had this one too, right?
Yep. So, oh my gosh. So we've been talking about Milestone for a while, letting you guys know, hey, these are our picks. These are our mail calls. And now they're going to be expanding this universe with Static. And now rumor has it that they're also going to introduce a lot of these other characters that are part of this particular label. So I wanted to know, what do you guys think? What's your opinion on all this?
Wow. Right? I didn't see this coming. I know, it sounds great. It's obvious, but some of these guys are really tier C, tier D, as far as guys in the DC slate, Hardware, Blood Syndicate,
Tier Z.
Tier Z,
Well,
exactly.
The thing is, though, they were well written. I mean, Dwayne McDuffie? McDuffie?
R.I.P.
McDuffie.
Yeah, I mean, he knew what he was doing. They just didn't. None of them had a chance to bloom.
Yep.
They were way ahead of their time. I do think they are, yes, C level, D level characters, but I think if you get the right people behind them and give them a chance, they're going to be good. I think they're perfect for movies, especially in this time right now where we're trying to diversify characters, trying to get more natural diversification. Because the whole gimmick behind these guys was, it wasn't a white dude writing Static. It was an African American. And I mean, it's a different thing when you have Brother Blood or Brother Voodoo that's being written by a white guy and he's saying jive turkey. You know what I mean? Compared to someone that actually grew up as a young African American kid writing Static or a Puerto Rican writing Icon. So I think this is going to have a good shot, especially if they get the right people. But it's still stuck in Warner Brothers, so who knows? We may be screwed.
Go.
And I got to give it to Alonzo, man. Alonzo's been on the forefront of this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Static. It's oh my God. I remember watching this, and I want to say elementary school, I think, when it was cartoon. I mean, that was my first introduction to Static.
I don't think it was elementary school, unless you're way younger than me, sir.
Well,
because it came out. I
remember watching this cartoon and enjoying it so much that I actually went and bought the comic book because the cartoon was just so well written and ahead of its time. And reading those books, I couldn't stop. So I went from Static, and then I went to Hardware and to Icon. Blood Syndicate, I was a little I don't know. All these other titles, I mean, I thought that they were amazing. To JR's point, definitely ahead of its time. But they didn't get, and I think Nick pointed it out, they didn't get, or maybe JR, they didn't get the right time to kind of blossom and to kind of grow. I mean, they stopped these books before they could even get in really a full run. I mean, some of them.
Did they ever introduce these characters in the Static Shock cartoon?
Probably
I don't
not.
recall. I'll be honest with you. I don't recall. I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that's a good indicator of, hey, how much they're going to expand that. It's one thing to say, hey, these things are going to be written if you're a writer and you're oh, yay, these things are going to be written. Everything's going to be written. But I think that's great spec. I think because the books are still super cheap compared to everything else.
I mean,
this is great spec.
I think Static's the only one that's expensive.
But I would be surprised, if in the Static show or Static movie, they introduce Hardware before they introduce a more solidified DC character. You know what I mean? Like,
Help Joey out, guys.
when was it?
Oh.
So-
the 90s. It had to be
so-
the 90s.
It was the 90s. So I
90
just looked at the. 'Cause I actually have
92.
the hardware. I actually have the hardware comic right
Wait,
here.
hold on. Let me get you up there.
I actually have the hardware comic here. If you saw our mail call, I picked this up last week.
Yep.
93 is when this was published.
That's what I was thinking.
So Static Shock wasn't. I don't believe Static Shock was the first title. I believe Hardware was one of the first ones, but I believe Static Shock came out right around the same time. The cartoon didn't come out for a good 3 years later.
Really?
2000.
Had to be okay. 2000.
Was it?
Yeah.
We're having for 4 years.
whoa.
2000,
that's
2004.
what I'm going. You got to be a good deal younger than me if you were a kid watching that show. I think you might have been.
I was in high school.
I don't think Joey was
cereal.
Joey was
I
even
was
born
watching
yet.
that. Maybe. Static Shock was,
I know.
great. Love it.
You better have.
Great.
I
And I
don't-
mean, and they're talking about, wasn't it Will Smith's kid that they're talking about is?
God, no. I
Oh
think
my
be jaded.
god!
Man, don't
Yeah,
do
I
that,
gotta-
man.
I'm just saying.
Not that head case.
Don't you
Why, you
learn
gotta
after you
do
fuck
it
up
like
Karate
that.
Kid?
As long as Phil
Yeah,
Lamar gets
ruined
a
it.
role. Give Phil Lamar a role. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I
But
care about.
I think if they're smart, they don't even bring in the DC universe.
Yes.
Just keep it the hardware, keep it the Milestone universe. Don't bring in the white guys. Keep them away.
Yep.
Let this be be this like a urban ethnic type of
You can
thing.
bring
I
in
think.
Cyborg, but if Ray Fisher was
Yeah,
a nice
but the-
guy,
The problem is there's too much stank on that DCU
Yes.
right now. And you want these guys. You don't want these guys to be dark. You don't want. No one wants an angry black guy as the lead superhero. Sorry, I'll be the white guy that says it.
I think maybe you don't. You know, I think there's.
I'm saying-
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I
it's
look at
like,
that cover for Blood Syndicate, and I'm like, those dudes look hard.
No, I know, but-
No.
You know.
You can be
Like gangster.
badass, but you don't have to be the typical thing. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I mean, part of
You know what I
Static's
mean?
charm, and it's just kind of led the way to Miles. I mean, it's just you kind of have that youth, and you kind of have that like innocence. Like you're not jaded yet until you have these experiences.
Well, I'm all about this, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at Star Wars. Everybody's looking at here, and everybody's looking at there. No one's looking at icons.
No,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alonzo and I are looking there.
High concept.
I
What
know,
about
but
the
that's what I'm
variant?
saying. Everybody's looking everywhere. You know, like get these books, man. Get them on eBay. You can get them on eBay for so cheap. You know,
like-
So cheap.
Like I did in the mail call, I picked up the first 12 of one of them for $6. The first 15 of the other one for $10.
What's up with the platinum variant of hardware? Keep seeing that on eBay.
I got that one. I found that one.
I knew one of you
I
guys
know
would
I found,
have
you
it.
know I
Platinum
found
for
one.
Static is like a $300 book now.
I don't have Yeah, I got hardware.
I got
but don't have
Static.
You know,
I didn't even remember Blood Syndicate, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't either. I stayed away.
That's a cool cover.
Yo,
it looks
yo,
like
if you were to
Easy
pick
and
up-
Ice, it looks
Yeah,
like Easy and
I
Ice
can
Cube
think-
on there.
Nah, it looks like our truth. Our truth's the front. Easy E's on the back.
Yeah, and then that's
Our truth.
but my thing is, Alonzo, our spec master, man. You know, he brought this up way back, man. He was like, buy fucking Static, man. I listened to Alonzo. I bought my Static for like $10, you know, and it's like $100 book now, right? You know, so listen to Alonzo, man. Get your hardware and get your Blood Syndicate now because, you know, like it's gonna happen, man. And this is like the great time to do it, man, because everybody's on Star Wars. You know, no one's on this. You know, so do what you got to do.
Just think if you can get a Ryan Coogler to do one of these movies,
Oh,
it'd blow up.
for sure.
I mean, think about that. Think about Ryan Coogler doing a Static Shock movie.
Oh shit!
How
It's
amazing
over.
would that be?
It's
That would be
over.
mad dope.
it'd be cool.
Sign
He
me up,
just got-
coach.
He just has to get Phil Lamar a role. I'd be
If
happy.
What
That's
if
fine.
Coogler did it and Jaden Smith was Static? Would you guys?
No.
Would that fuck it up?
No, I'm good.
Oh.
That would
Yeah,
that would hurt. That would hoit.
Yeah.
Or get Michael B. Jordan to play hardware.
Oh.
Oh,
I mean, think
That'd
about
be-
something like that. I
that'd
mean,
be
this guy is amazing. He should be a star
Should
character.
play Icon.
Hell yeah.
Should play Icon.
Or Icon, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be.
Icon right
It'd fit the role. He played
Bitter
it like,
Root's another one too, man.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait for
That's
that.
kind of DL right now. Like no one
wanna
is.
watch that.
I think
And
only.
Bitter
I think
Root.
I think only Mel from Drunken Chat's talking about Bitterroot. He's the only other guy that I hear about it besides us. You know,
Yeah.
Fan of the
Guys
show.
gotta be
Chuck
stacking.
Brown.
You got to
Yep.
be stacking, dude. Stacking on these covers, man.
you could still find Bitterroots in the
Yeah.
dollar bins.
Yeah,
I mean,
cover.
not in the bins, back bins. You know, like for cover.
I just
You know, like
last week I just got the first 6 for $30.
there you
Oh,
go, man.
nice.
Yeah, it's part of my mail call last week. Yeah,
That's I'm just saying Bitterroot, man. And then I got this one. This is something we were talking about. I know you guys all love.
oh yeah, they had
Retro.
that in there. There's
Damn.
vagina miles.
Tasty
Yeah,
feet.
that's
It's
just
fucking
horrible,
needy.
yo.
Look at that
Look
fucking
like
foot right
trash.
there. Look
What's
at
with
it.
those wings?
His traps, dude. Look at it. Like he's freaking
Yeah, I
like
mean, he's-
swimming,
Look at
dude.
Miles' knees, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't
Miles
know-
got no penis.
Camel toe Miles.
Pussy.
I didn't know that you could have a foot made of Play-Doh, bro. Like you know, like
my god.
Yeah,
how do you
That's
get away with
wrong,
that? How do
yo.
you? I mean, look at it. It's no proportionality here. Like,
that'll move
these guys-
suckle.
These guys
Guys,
all look.
he is a legend, right? Give him the respect he deserves.
yeah. and I guarantee you,
He already does. He gives
and I
himself that
guarantee
respect.
you, he drew just Miles and Deadpool in there, and they put a background behind it. I bet you he didn't even do that background.
100%.
Yes. Oh my god.
I mean that
so
upper
bad.
body, it looks like his chest is gonna like drop down when he hits the ground and like bounce back. You know?
No, I mean look at Deadpool's leg. I mean, what the heck is going on with that?
Yeah, or it's got like the ball joint.
I mean, oh my god. What the-
Yeah. I like his art sometimes, but this is straight trash. Just
Oh
straight
my god. It's horrible.
horrible.
I was surprised you
fucking
actually got
character?
this in here tonight, Ian.
Oh, I
sent
did,
this
man.
to you about like 30 minutes before the show, I think.
I had to, man, because I was laughing, bro. I was like, damn, that's
Not a
that's-
winner. Not
Oh,
a
yeah.
not a winner at all, dude.
That,
You know
that's
what's
your
fucked
1
up,
in
man?
25 for number 25 there, folks. Save your
Yeah.
money.
You know what's fucked up is I had this in my pool, so I have to get it.
Oh, but this
Take
is
it out,
25.
take it out.
So,
But it's 25, right? So
Is it a 1 in 25? So I don't.
I don't know if it's a 1 in 25, but I bet you it is.
There is. I don't
Oh
think
my
it's a 1 in
god.
25
No,
for
but
Miles.
Like,
But the issue's 25, right? So typically, with
Yeah.
Marvel, the last several series,
oh my
issue
god.
25, something usually important happens. So you never know. It might be a fucking grail in the future.
You
No.
should
I have this
no.
in my pool, but not this cover. I mean, I'm
you
sure
should
this is
pull up a
variant.
Azorus. Like he's saying that Liefeld's going to be doing 30 covers
Let me
for
see this.
Marvel.
Huh? Oh shit.
Man.
Oh,
I want to know what Liefeld has on Marvel.
oh.
I mean, this guy just keeps coming back like a fucking
Well,
cockroach.
he bailed. They actually did create a bunch of characters that made a ton of fucking money. So
Oh.
yeah, so they kind of
And I know he did Heroes Reborn and all that stuff back in the day.
yeah.
Even though Heroes Reborn was
the dude
trash.
has history. The dude has history. The dude has a claim. I'm like, they just owe him.
Oh,
Yeah,
enough
they-
of Liefeld. So Nick, hey man, we got a new show coming, man. You want to talk about this?
Oh man! So next Saturday, I guess that's the next time we're going to see the Nerd Herd fam. We're going to be talking about cell phone balling, comic stocks, and digital dinero. If you guys don't know, a lot of us have other investments besides these comic books.
You got the
And,
wrong date
we're-
on there.
What's up?
The wrong date.
on-
Oh,
Do I?
Uh,
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's actually going to be
Yeah, you guys are
the
thinking ahead.
19th.
what, the 18th. Oh, no, 19th.
19th.
The 19th.
Sorry.
So
I
the
couldn't say
19th.
it at the time.
Join us on the 19th, where we're going to talk about comic stocks and digital dinero. We're going to talk about how all that stuff kind of lines up. It's not going to be like a top pick show or anything. We're going to talk about strategy and how when you're eyeballing stocks or cryptocurrency, how to use like the same speculation skills that you gained during comic specking on that stuff, and how to make real money. Money that's associated with your social security number. So yeah. So we are also just out there, just normal guys like you guys, and we're trying to find out new stuff. So if you guys have stuff to share with us, feel free to participate. We are looking to grow the Nerd Herd.
And I think we're going to talk. Our first show is we're going to start talking about our origins and how we started investing. Because we all come from different backgrounds, man. Like totally all different backgrounds. My really good friend Charles, he's on one of our unboxing shows. He's going to come and he owns his own business. He's a barber. He owns his own barbershop. And where he came from and how he invests in himself. We want to talk about the origins in the beginning, and we're going to build it up so you guys can start catching up with our language, right? We don't want to just put it all out there and say, we're doing this. We do calls, we do puts, and all this other crap, right? No, we want to start from the beginning of our origins, give you guys a little background, get you guys caught up on the language. Then we're going to go into it, man, because we want to give you guys, we want to share information. We want to discuss it with the live chat. And we all want to win, right, Nick? We all want to win. That's kind of how we work, man. Me and Nick and a bunch of us, we're all pretty resourceful, and we have a big little chat group that we have on our text, and we all help each other, man. We all help each other get them that 200% return, baby.
As I was explaining to my girl the other day about the difference between comics and stocks is, sometimes you have that comic book pick that you kind of don't want to share with everybody. You're like, oh man, I don't really want to tell everybody I'm buying this book for $5 a book and I'm able to flip it for 40. Kind of keep that to myself because they'll all be gone, right? In stocks, that doesn't really exist. The more people that buy your stock that you're interested in, or the cryptocurrency you're interested in, the higher it goes. So it's great to talk about this stuff. It's great to share it. If you guys, I own Disney, Ian owns Disney. I hope you guys all own Disney. If we all own Disney together, we'll all make a bunch of money. So that's man. It's a kind of cool. It's a lot of the same skills, but it's a different kind of attitude flip, right? Ian keeps his honey holes to himself. Right, he's not telling anybody about those honey holes. I still haven't got that invitation. Yeah. I understand it's COVID, but when it comes to stocks, though, hey, no one's scared to share that information because you know what, we all can make money that way, man. That's how the system works.
Your honey hole is in your group. Your friends are your honey hole. Resources are friends, family, all these other people. We want to talk about that, man. Because it's important for us to share the knowledge and make that money together, man. What else, guys? What else we got going over here with the Team Nerd Herd?
Supposedly, Star-Lord is bisexual.
Yep.
What? I can see that. He's a roguish character.
Yeah.
It's a roguish thing to do because you're like, hey, I got to do what I got to do, man.
What the fuck?
I also
we got all peace and love here in the Nerd Herd, though.
I also just read the Cleveland Indians are going to change their name.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy a hat before they get rid of them.
They want to do it by 2022, but they might try to do it by 2021 season. They have not.
Are they going to call themselves the Cleveland baseball team?
I was just thinking that because now that they announced it, someone's just going to buy all the possibilities.
Look
at this, man. Check this out, Nick. Just imagine Joey. If Joey watches our show and gets a little information, and he's learning now. I think Joey's like 13 or what are you, Joey, 15 or something like that. And he gets that information now, man. You change your life forever, bro.
3 years, you start buying stocks and stuff like that, man. You could, by the time you're 26, retire. And 26 will be here before you know it, dude. If you're 13, 14, that's it,
man.
Boom, it's here.
16,
bro.
He's a young blood. What's up,
26 will be here and gone before you even know it, dude. 10 years, like a flash.
That's when I started teaching Philip or my nephew.
Once you get to 21, you're like, oh man, it all becomes a blur because you're full of so much alcohol. And then you're 25 and you're like, oh, I got an insurance break. And then 37.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're looking at it like that for sure, dude. That's where it creeps. After 21, you're like, what the hell? 25 already?
Yep.
And then you're 40-something with a daughter in college, right, Rob?
Yeah.
So, you have to start thinking about those investments now. Even though you can't associate your stuff with it, you can start you can play trade. There's plenty of platforms we can talk about those where you can go on there with play money and trade stocks, man, and learn. Learn and see what would have happened if I had bought this stock on this day. But yeah. I mean, it's gonna be good. I don't want to give up all the stuff on Saturday, guys. Come check it out. I got something else that's going on. Is Is anyone else watching his Dark Materials, guys? It's on season
Not
3
yet.
now, I think.
Season 3 already.
Season 2. It's on season
Really?
2. And it's crazy, guys. It's got the girl from
Stranger Things.
Logan. It's got the girl from Logan in it.
Oh, it's Logan?
Yes, the girl from Logan who plays
X-23.
X-23. She's the main character. It's got giant talking polar bears and stuff, guys. When a giant talking polar bear started talking, I was like, I'm in. I don't care. This is amazing. There's a talking polar bear. There's a talking fox. There's an evil monkey. Like, oh, dude, it's great. And McAvoy's part of it. And anytime he's on the screen, guys.
He does
HBO put some money in that show, man. I remember that showing up in Comic-Con, right? They had a panel about that.
People forgot about it. Everyone's on something else, but guys, BBC's pushing that show still out there, and it's got a lot of content coming. And I didn't know it's about demons and angels and a lot of religious subtext.
Oh yeah, it's very
I'll have to check that out for sure.
The guy that wrote it, it's his response to C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch, the Wardrobe. That whole storyline.
It feels that way. It's called His Dark Materials. It is the series that is based off of the book The Golden Compass. His Dark Materials.
Mm-hmm.
It's inappropriate,
by the way. Yeah.
There's not really. It's really family friendly. I haven't seen like too many inappropriate things, that have happened in the show.
Okay.
But until they start going anti-religion, then it's
aside from the title, right?
Yeah, I mean it's about like it's like The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's like it seems like it's for kids, but it talks about witches and demons and stuff like that. But it's there's no gratuitous sex. There's no like crazy violence. It's set in a world where everybody has an animal companion that is born with them, and they call them a demon. But their animal companion like talks and shit like that, right? And it's on HBO, and like it's kind of crazy, man. Like this, if you hurt someone's animal companion, it hurts the person too. If you hurt, like when the person dies, the animal companion dies, and then like and the whole world is run by like a religion, and it's about the convergence of our world with theirs, like The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah. And on a side, going back to our beginning, just in case anyone didn't realize, Cavan Scott is writing the new Star Wars book coming out. We didn't say that earlier, but that's why we were kind of like, oh shit, with him. So be on the lookout for that show coming up.
He dropped some pretty good stuff, man, for all you guys out there, man. So he told us a lot of good stuff, man. I gotta say, man, he was telling us so much good stuff that you'll see in the middle of the interview, man. Disney start calling his ass like,
What excites me about that guy is that he is a fan. He is such a fan that it made me super confident that he's gonna be laying out the groundwork for what feels like the future of Marvel Comics. For Star Wars Marvel Comics.
It's definitely gonna be the new age of Star Wars. They're gonna go towards the High Republic and just kind of go, okay, we're gonna leave Rey and everyone over there, and hopefully do the things right this time.
But like I was saying, right? Like, do you guys agree with me, man? This is a Young Avengers #1. This is a Strange Academy #1. The High Republic. It's just gonna be so many freaking first appearances. It's nuts, and you can actually go read. Alonzo put on our Facebook, right? You can actually go read some of the part of the book, right, Alonzo?
Yep, that's correct. And it's also too on the Team Nerd Herd IG page too. So the link is there. All you guys have to do is just click on it or copy and paste it and take a look. I mean, if you're a comic book fan, it's the material's there. And if you want to read the novels, it's also there. So I mean, it's great to get you hyped up for this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I just think, like, remember Strange Academy when it came out? And we didn't get enough first cover A's of the first print. Don't let it hang. Don't let it go hanging, because Kevin had some really good insight on how long this is going to be, man. Like it's here to stay, dude. It's here to stay, right? That's kind of what he said. It's here to stay, man. But I want to thank everybody for joining us, man. I want to thank everybody out there, man, and make sure to check us out for our mail call. It happens at Thursday at 7. And then on Saturday at 6, me and Nick are going to jump on with my homie Charles and Kev's Collectibles, man. He's joining us. And we're going to try to get more people on because we all want to win, man. We're in it together, man. It's Team Nerd Herd, bro. we
Heard up.
don't have diverse portfolios. I call them, we have smart portfolios, because we do
We're all going to
comics,
the moon.
we go
We landed
digital
on
De
the rail.
Niro, and we do stocks, man. Like we're gonna blow this up, man. So I'm gonna ask Rob, man, you want to send us out, bro?
Sure. If you want to do it right, collect what you like.
Peace.